Hey y'all, I hope you all have had a great beginning of your week. I'm just sitting here getting ready to settle in for tonight. It's a little bit later than I wanted to post this video, but keeping busy, constantly keeping busy. So yeah, I'm on here late. But anyway, I did have something I wanted to talk about, interestingly enough, that's been kind of on my mind. And often I hear people say, "Oh, I'm my worst critic." And I'm just wanting all of you to take your time out and think about that. Would you rather be your worst critic or your biggest fan? As children, we come up with all these dreams and grand ideas that are very exciting. And then as an adult, people begin to tell us, get your head out of the clouds. It's time to live in the real world. And we give up on all those hopes and dreams. And as adults, we even come to forget what those dreams once were. So I'm asking you all to reach back in your memory banks, far as you can go. Think about the things that you used to enjoy doing as a child, as a teenager, things that you really loved, and maybe no longer set time aside to do. And start doing those things again. Because we still have that inner child inside of us with all those grand hopes and dreams. And we would not have come so far in this society without those adults who continue to follow those dreams and make them become manifested into reality. So please reach back, look in the memory banks, find those dreams, and quit being your biggest critic. We were criticized so much over the years about what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing. Just learn to follow your intuition and do what feels right to you. As long as you're doing everything in love and with love and not hurting others, anything that's for the betterment. Get around those who will encourage you to follow those dreams and not criticize you. And if your circle gets smaller, then that's okay. Because sometimes quality friendships in a smaller quantity is a lot more important, really. Also, I wanted to talk about this because the most important thing of all is to love ourselves and be our own biggest fan, really. Because if we don't have love for ourselves, we can't expect others to know how to love us, because we have to show them through examples of how we treat ourselves. So this is how you know, because a lot of people might be thinking, well, I love myself. What are you talking about? Tanya, you're always talking about loving yourself. Of course I love myself. I feed myself. I bathe myself. Of course I love myself. But really, this is what I want you to do. Test yourself to see if you really love yourself. And how easy of a test is it? Very easy. Go look in the mirror and do this every day. Do it once a week to start off with, or every other day. But go in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I love you, and then say whatever your name is. So I would look in the mirror and say, I love you, Tanya, and really mean it. How you know you mean it is because you can do it without feeling uncomfortable, without feeling heartbroken or any type of negative emotions when you look at yourself and say, I love you. If you could look at yourself and say, I love you, and feel all the emotion of love that you give to someone else, then you know you really love yourself. Until you get there, then there's always room for improvement in working on ourselves to make us love ourselves more. And as we begin to love ourselves more, we'll begin to attract others who will love us the way that we've always hoped and dreamed that someone would love us. But it's not going to happen until we learn to love ourselves in that way. And most importantly, I want to expound on this. So many times we say that we love God, and I'm going to go way back to when I was in Christianity strongly. And I'm not downing anyone who still is, but I'm just going back because that's kind of like a foundation for many people. And in Christianity, they teach that God is omnipotent, which means he's the creator of all things and he has unlimited creation powers. That he's omnipotent, meaning he also has unlimited powers and abilities to do anything. But this is what I want you to really focus on, that he's omnipresent. And I say he because that's the way it's taught. But in reality, if we look at the spirit of the nature of God, neither male nor female. But anyway, omnipresent means that he is everywhere at the same time, which means he's also within you. And the scriptures, if you go by them, also say that God makes no mistakes. Or at least that's what we were taught, that God makes no mistakes. So, I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, God made no mistakes when he made you. So, you will look in the mirror and say, God made no mistakes when he made me. And I have God within me at all times. And learn to operate from that standpoint and come to realize that you too have unlimited potential. You are the creator of your reality. You can change your life, and I hope you do. Please, I want to send out my love, light, and healing energy to all of you and ask that you please pass it on and have a great night, and I will chat with you tomorrow. And if I didn't mention, this was my 332nd video journal /journey. Good night, y'all.